Championship.
I do love me
Group
some
B.
chai tea.
Chai tea. I'm more of a matcha individual myself. Here we go.
Okay, here we go, getting into it. UNZENTA off rip, starting to build up a little bit of that surge, sending a huge amount of damage over, and just as quickly as it started, it has ended. That is round one. Quick, fast, and in a hurry. Caught at a rough time with a rough stack, and that is all UNZENTA needed.
And if UNZENTA gets really, really comfortable here, it's so difficult to start getting a lead over them. So, again, big Macintosh here is in a bit of an awkward starting position here, but as both players get more and more comfortable, maybe that warm-up was a bit necessitated, but here we go. UNZENTA taking a lot of time to get down on their board right now.
Yeah, it seems like the down stack is not coming super smoothly, but they are maintaining surge through it, so that cleanliness will do wonders, because look at Lucas's board right now. An absolute lasagna, and that is going to quickly put him in the grave.
Yeah, because it has layers on it. Shout out Shrek.
So true.
Shout out Shrek. Who remembers hashtag Shrek is love, dude? We gotta bring that back. We gotta bring the OG memes. Speaking about OG back for UNZENTA there, because just smoked Lucas.
Yeah, and oh my, what an interesting choice from UNZENTA. Gets a little double all spin off of the Group B. Shoutouts, love Group B. Unbiased.
We love the
UNZENTA getting that double all spin setup off the PCO, putting them in a very interesting initial board state where they had a bit of surge but weren't able to really stop the sending, which kind of worked in their favor because Lucas was really sending a lot of cleans they were able to take advantage of. But if Lucas adapts to that in the future, they may be able to get UNZENTA cheesed up pretty quickly.
Oh, definitely here. But again, look at this weird misdrop position for Lucas at the moment, and does the
CM Dingo technique.
Do a little dingo spin right there, but not as good as Dingo for sure. Dingo got like 5 seconds out of that, you know, that ulti way better for Dingo for sure. But yeah, tough downstack situation for Lucas there. UNZENTA getting a 4-0 lead right now, just cruising around at the speed of sound. What you know about that?
Oh, I know about that, and I know that big Macintosh right now got one place to go if they don't lock in, and that's out the bracket, so they got to start putting some points on the board. Gets a little 5 surge, but not going to be enough to stifle UNZENTA's. Times 8 right now, times 10, a bit greedy given the cheese on the board, but if they're able to fire it off, it could prove worth. They are forced to use it to cancel, but it is enough damage nonetheless to put another point on the board. Looking like sweep territory right now, 5-0.
And, you know, just out of respect for Lucas, I hope that doesn't happen to him. But, again, like I said, if UNZENTA gets more and more comfortable, it gets even more and more difficult here. So Lucas is going to have to start stopping that momentum here. Love to see that little bit of spiking going through. Beautiful surge buildup coming through from Lucas right now.
Yeah, if everyone wanted to stop momentum, that's the garbage to do it with. They fire off a huge surge and put one on the board.
Again, if UNZENTA starts getting more and more comfortable with their lead, that's not going to be good for them. They have to still keep playing as if it's that match point game, because you know, before you know it, it's going to be all tied up. So again, Lucas going for that STSD right now. That's not the solution. Oh, finds the solution through the lag spike. Super dingo spinning right now.
Oh, but doesn't have the dingo difference right there to get the no garbage tanked, and unfortunately going to be left with a huge spike after the lag and dust settle. They do manage to find their way out, but that 14, 15, 16, 17 surge, I can't even keep up on the comms with it right now. 19 sent over, and that's a spike that will be enough to take another round.
Wow, I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 surge in my bank account. Shout out 21 Savage.
Absolutely. I mean, honestly, the biggest difference from Season 2 was that it forced players to count numbers higher than 4 just to understand how they're about to die.
And I don't even know how to count, so that was bad for me. But for some of these players, it's amazing. It's amazing. So we're moving on here again. UNZENTA just playing a very relaxed flow state here, going for that STSD. Lucas is in a bit of an awkward down stack situation, but does pull the Dingo special on him. Warps through that with light speed and power to get through that down stack right there. But UNZENTA still doing a very interesting T overhang T spin right there to keep their flow going. Beautiful from UNZENTA right there.
Absolutely. For those of you at home concerned, this is a stands legal tournament, so using the world in your matches is in fact allowed. We do have some time stoppers in the bracket, and that's just how it be. At the end of the day, UNZENTA does not seem particularly troubled by the chronological difference that Big Macintosh is bringing to the big matches so far.
By the break in sequence and quantum mechanics, UNZENTA completely unfazed by the destruction of the general relativity. So beautiful to see that from UNZENTA to surpass the boundaries of physical space right now. But we'll get this down stack to eliminate Lucas's life just a bit more. 8-1 right now.
Yeah, pulling away with the lead right now. If you are Lucas, you've got to be looking for a bit of an adjustment here. Maybe trying to focus on a more defensive playstyle, or maybe just trying to snuff out that surge before it can become too much to handle. We've pretty consistently seen that UNZENTA is very much able to stay within her comfort zone as the match progresses, and that is something that Lucas just cannot afford at a scoreline like 8-1. And UNZENTA making those misdrops may have presented a great opportunity, if not for the misdrops that were on Lucas's side of the board at just the same time.
Ooh, but somehow all those lines get... Oh no, those lines were so late for Lucas's board there. Like, I saw UNZENTA send a spike, and I'm like, did I just get gaslighted out of that? That not happen, but it did happen, and Lucas did lose that match 9-1 right now. At least we're in no sweep city. You know, can we reach for the 2 for the fans?
I'd love to see a second point on the board
from Lucas's end right now. But big surge.
What a spike! Yeah, UNZENTA just so brutally efficient right now, maximizing any all-spin potential that their board has to offer. Built up almost a little bit of a side 4-wide kind of build there. Manages to get a nice floating as well, and holding on to what I believe is going to, be another surge, and they send it off immediately. Such an important technique there. If you send off an early surge, the damage that it'll do is split, so it becomes a lot of cheese, and that is a problem that we've seen that Lucas has had to deal with all throughout this match. It's just so much cheese on the board.
I'll definitely here, but again, still kind of a more or less a good position for Lucas to downstack right now. Ooh, those T-spins are getting a little too ambitious on UNZENTA's side. Yeah, look at that. Now in the back foot is UNZENTA and might die from this. Ooh, does need to hurry up on the downstack. Did not do that and gives Lucas another win. Breaks that win streak from UNZENTA and finally gets another match on the board.
2-9. Don't call it a comeback, but let's see what Lucas is cooking up right now. UNZENTA's got this C-spin set up. Had to take a TSS on the second one due to an unfortunate Q position. Lucas also looking to hold on to surge, but the Q a little bit awkward. Finds a great S-spin into the Z prop in order to maintain the back-to-back there. Finds another float as well, and both players are sitting on quite a bit of surge. This is the potential for a very explosive exchange.
Ooh, look at UNZENTA just popping that off, and that... Oh, beautiful defense coming through from Lucas there, though. Does manage to get downstack going, but again, look at this board right now from UNZENTA. Did have to break that, but still gets a little bit of little cheeky 13 spike there. Ooh, nice little spin from Lucas.
Yeah, UNZENTA just squeezing all the damage that can be gotten out of the board, but Lucas holding on despite the onslaught right now. 2-9, and it shall go no higher. But UNZENTA making that misdrop could present a great opportunity for Lucas to capitalize. Needs to get down right now, but has a lot of clean garbage on the bottom of the board. Gets a little bit stuck dealing with the T, but does find a placement for it in time to stay alive. UNZENTA sitting on a bit of an awkward stack following some misdrops, and this is going to be Lucas's now or never to downstack.
Oh, how unfortunate for that L piece misdrop for UNZENTA there. Does give Lucas that match victory there and has a 2-win streak. Lucas right now, it might be the start of something something fresh.
Absolutely, but we'll have to see if Lucas is able to keep it up or if UNZENTA can lock it down and regain the lost momentum. This 7 surge, 8 surge, 9 surge, a good start, fires it off real quick. Maybe a bit too hasty though, as Lucas does survive and will live to tell the tale. Getting all the way down, and this is so much clean garbage. Tanks another surge, which is again even more clean. This is such a huge well. Doesn't have a surge for the spike, but does have a nice multiplier for a 16, and UNZENTA's stack is looking a bit awkward.
Yeah, just fed so much clean to Lucas, but also had a bit of an inefficiency in some of those parts of that power stack. Just gives Lucas just very comfortable position to just keep down stacking all that clean and still get another victory there. 3-win streak coming through there from Lucas. Very, very good. And again, UNZENTA can't let that pressure stop. Like I said, if UNZENTA loses that comfort and starts getting nervous, then that's when a lot of dangerous things can start happening.
And speaking of dangerous, it's a bit of a dangerous situation for Lucas right now. UNZENTA starting to build up this back-to-back. The all-spin singles coming out. Turtle would be proud, and UNZENTA looking to capitalize, barely survives with that down stack and gets a great combo all the way out, a 23 spike to boot.
To 11 to
Oh
a 23 to
goodness.
17? What?
What a conversion from UNZENTA, and finally going to close out that round, 1 point away from knocking Lucas out of the TWC.
Just got sent a 40 line with got sent a 40 line no sprint, dude. What?
UNZENTA having the I-Spin Classic.
Someone give UNZENTA the all spin tutorial or something, homie. Oh, that was nasty.
Absolute
Michigan water
in there. Honestly, that might be what Lucas needs, though. If you ever needed a momentum shift, your opponent's mental is going to do a lot better than any amount of surge could ever do. And UNZENTA may be getting a little bit shaky. That may be the time that Lucas needs to actually make something happen here. But this board state is not doing Lucas any favors. Pushed all the way to the top, looking for a down stack, but not going to find it in time. And UNZENTA closes it out 11-5.
There you go. G's there from UNZENTA. Lucas gets eliminated from TWC, but you know, a lot of respect for Lucas. You know, did make it and did manage to play in the group stage here. So